Herzlich willkommen, Sianamgela, and welcome to the Bundesliga Connection with Kres Harrington on the SL Podcast in partnership with DW Berlin.
It's time for the latest from Germany's domestic football league, the Bundesliga, and more. For that, we are joined by Kres Harrington from our partner station Deutsche Welle in Berlin, Germany. Kres, Sadio Mane, what did you make of his first presser at Bayern and all of the rumors as to why he left Liverpool?
Well, the latest news, I'll address that. He'll be donning number 17. And if you are a fan of Bayern Munich, you know Jerome Boateng used to wear number 17 as well. I thought that decision was interesting. You know, there was talk maybe Leroy Sané would give up number 10. I think Sané's father wanted him to do that, but Mane will settle on number 17. Now, as far as the rumors, there was wage demands. Well, his agent shot those rumors down. Of course, you know, he's an elite striker, you know, from the Premier League. You expect him to make a hefty wage, and rightfully so. At Bayern Munich, that'll follow suit. However, I am leaning towards that's fact more than fiction. Every player wants to be paid. But I do think that his old coach, Jurgen Klopp, calling the AFCON a small tournament was a key factor. That comment can be digested so many different ways. Senegal's head coach had harsh words back in December saying that Jurgen Klopp is nobody without African stars. You know, he manages Senegal and he plays his players. He respects Liverpool, but not Jurgen Klopp, who undermined basically the African football tournament. 24 teams featured. Senegal won that. Of course, that's got to sting Sadio Mane a particular way. And there was even an opportunity earlier in Sadio Mane's career, you know, that he could be signed at Dortmund then from Jurgen Klopp. But Klopp said Mane looked too much like a rapper, you know, whatever that's supposed to mean, but he opted different, and history wrote itself, you know. But as far as the presser, now I think Sadio Mane, you know, he's a professional. You know, when asked about which position, obviously he leaned towards the coach, saying the coach, you know, is the best person to answer that question. But he's very versatile. He understands the game plan that Hassan Salihamidzic laid out, you know, basically to entice Sadio Mane to join Bayern Munich. It worked, you know, and he's really happy. He wants, you know, the one championship that eluded Bayern Munich this past season. That's the Champions League. Bundesliga is a foregone conclusion. I think him adding that silverware is no major, you know, footnote. You know, many would argue in his treasure chest, so to speak. But the Champions League obviously is on point. He's got to gel with his teammates. He hasn't met many of his teammates, but obviously in a smart business decision, all of his teammates say, you know, he's a wonderful addition. They are singing his praises, you know, but that all makes sense because Thomas Müller, when asked about it, said it could be interesting if Lewandowski sticks around, you know, because obviously what Oliver Kahn wanted to do was instill an amount of competitiveness in the training in Bayern Munich. He wants the comfort zone to be gone, you know, and until Lewandowski, you know, is indeed departed the club, competition will be fierce, you know. But Mane looks to be in good spirits. You know, right now he's had a really warm welcome. You know, his debut is expected at the end of July, whether it's a friendly versus Man City or the Super Cup versus RB Leipzig. That should be very interesting, that matchup. You know, but nonetheless, I'm expecting, you know, him to be very productive. I think with Lewandowski out of the equation, anything fewer than 30 goals is a failure, in my opinion, you know, because the expectations are quite high for Mane.
Reports out of Spain say Robert Lewandowski is indeed headed to Barcelona.
Yeah, you know, Oliver Kahn, the Bayern CEO, said back in April he would be stupid to let go of someone who scores 30 to 40 goals per season. He has a contract until 2023. He will fulfill it. Well, now, clearly the price must be right. Bayern Munich have set quite a high bar, 60 million euros. Those are the reports out of Spain. That's the starting price, you know, to begin talks, you know, but we all know what the reality is. Lewandowski doesn't want to be there. He wants to be in Barcelona. Barcelona want him. They have a game plan. They believe Lewandowski will be quite the additive to their lineup. He adds, obviously, you know, a fully fit striker who is goal hungry, who delivers on that hunger year in and year out. So I think any team to land him is a winner. Obviously, you want to have him in the right state of mind. Who wants a disgruntled star in the locker room? That tends to be contagious. And I think Barcelona are in a good position. Obviously, they have their financial situation to deal with. But having said that, Bayern, it just won't look good if they have Lewandowski sticking around. I hope the deal does get done. The report date for him to be at Bayern training camp is July 12th, so the clock is ticking. Not much time to get things done, so we'll have to wait and see, how serious Bayern are, about this first amount they've made public.
Another potential move you've mentioned has been finalized. Union Berlin's Taiwo Awoniyi is headed to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, 5-year contract, I think it's a perfect match. It's a newly promoted side. It's a club record fee that they're cashing in on Taiwo Awoniyi, but, he has something to prove. He's only 24 years old. His Liverpool dream never was fulfilled. He's bounced around, finally found a home at Union Berlin. He was quite productive, not only at Union Berlin, but he even got a call up, on the national side of things for Nigeria. In Nigeria do have quite the quality of strikers who are doing their things around Europe. But having said that, I think he has something to prove, and I think it's quite a good marriage. It's not a good idea for him to go to a bigger club where, obviously playing time might be dealt out sparingly. He wants to be in a situation where he can get the minutes required to where he could fulfill his potential. And I think that'll be an opportunity. It's always been a dream, for him to play the Premier League. When he spoke to the manager, Steve Cooper, about the ambitions of the club, it seemed like to be a perfect match. And I wish him well. Hopefully he does prove, what many have done in the past, that the Bundesliga is a good launching ground, or a good rehab center, so to speak, for players looking to rebound. And this is his opportunity. And hopefully, he does well. And I wish him well, because he was the highlight. If we talk about one player that did the most in the capital city of Berlin, and that's Taiwo Awoniyi, no question about that.
Chris, before we let you go, just like always, what else has hit your radar?
Yeah, a few things hit my radar. I was surprised to see Christopher Nkunku sign an extension with RB Leipzig until 2026. He's also 24 years old, but clearly he wants to continue winning at RB Leipzig. Another thing that caught my radar is there's a youngster, Yusufa Moukoko, at Dortmund. He's 17 years old. He scored a lot of goals at their younger side, not so many at Dortmund. Negotiations are at a standstill right now. He's trying to figure out where he fits in, but Dortmund do not want to let him go. I think that's very interesting, because Dortmund, like many young stars, he's one of many, and I'm expecting big things from him, as many others are. So hopefully they get that done. But they have Sebastian Haller coming, and they have Karim Adeyemi as well. So obviously playing time will be difficult, but that's all about it that hit my radar. And if you're an Eagles Frankfurt fan out there, I don't want to forget Mario Götze, obviously the Cinderella darling back in 2014. He's been acquired by the Eintracht Frankfurt Eagles. So he'll be active in the Champions League, and he'll see if they can punch above their weight and do something domestically as well.
Thank you very much for the Bundesliga update, Mr. Kres Harrington, from our partner station Deutsche Welle in Berlin, Germany. Have a fantastic day further.
Danke und auf Wiedersehen.
The Bundesliga Connection is a team effort driven by the following incredible individuals. The show is hosted by Aidan Hewitt and Kres Harrington. It is produced by Kres Harrington. It is edited by Aidan Hewitt and Uli Presch, and graphics are provided by David Scullard.